Thank you, Ashish Bhai, for spending time with me. I'll begin with just knowing something about your early life before we met.
I am a chemical engineer by education, and when I was a student, I had very much decided that I will be a chemical engineer. Even from my school days, that I will be an engineer, chemical engineer, and I will start my chemical industry. I don't know why, but I was very, very firm on it. And for that, all necessary changes in my life I did, like moving to Vadodara for chemical engineering education, as it was not available in Ahmedabad. My father had 3 sons, including me. We had no sister, but he was kind enough, father and mother both, to provide us a good education and good guidance. But we had practically no money to start up an industry. But somehow I served for 1 year, did a job for 1 year, saved some money, and started Meghmani Organics Ltd. That was known as Ashish Chemicals in the initial of 1975, with an investment of around 15,000 rupees between me and my partner. And that's the seed of the company. We were not knowing anything about business. We were not knowing anything about how the bills are made, how my product is sold, how recovery is made, how the production to be taken, how to approach bankers. For us, everything was new. And just we settled in life in 10-15 years business. We in those terms, we really did reasonably well. We reached around 50 to 60 crore turnover in 95-96, and I happened to meet you. And from that day, many things changed. Because of your association, because we went abroad and met many other business people. We met customs of many countries. We met smart people of many countries. And through the language, or through the observation power, or through the skills you explained to us, we learned and we improved.
That's a great journey. I hear a lot of things, and I think it's very important for me to reconfirm. What you're saying is that in the school days, you used to visualize that you're going to be a chemical engineer with setting up a chemical industry.
That's right.
तो आपके जीवन के turning points क्या-क्या रहे हैं?
Turning points तो life में business में बहुत आए हैं. Let us focus on business turning points.
Okay.
As of now, currently our group is more than 5,500 crores, all put together. And when I met you, it was...
So from 15,000
rupees investment.
1,000 rupees investment, you are 5,000 plus crores.
In a turnover.
Great achievement.
In a turnover. Yeah. And everything is pretty good as far as...
Yes. It is satisfying that you have achieved much more than what you thought.
For us.
Yeah.
But our second generation is not happy, and they are pushing us further. But we are saying that we are changing the seats. I was driving the car. Now I'm taking a back seat. You drive the car, and then I'll say that, are you doing enough or not? So that's happening in our business as of now. But main turning point was when I was in school, when I passed my SSC exam, leaving my father, our home, and going to Baroda, staying in a hostel was the first turning point.
Yes.
In hostel life, I learned to share, to suffer, to enjoy small things. There are many people from very poor families, and there were a lot of experiences. And I believe that one of the main reasons of my success is I spent 6 years of my growing life in hostel, where I ate with everybody sitting on the same table, from people from various parts of country.
Straight off life. Yeah.
Yes. Even some foreign countries like from Nepal and Africa, they were students staying with us. We also shared table with them. And it was a great learning period of sharing how to deal with people.
Yes.
It was a great period.
How to live together.
How to live together.
Very good.
And how to lead them.
Yes.
I was a food monitor and other type of, in hostel life, whatever the commanding or leading position you can take.
So you learned leadership skills that time itself.
I learned skills, but it was called leadership that I realized later.
Yes, yes. Okay.
That's right.
There's the word. So turning point, one is hostel living. And in business, any 1 or 2 turning points?
The second turning point was when I decided that 1 year job is enough. 1 year saving of 1 year salary is enough to start as a seed capital and leave a good job with all the propositions made by my company, that you will be made a plant in charge, you will be made the site in charge, we will give you a car, we will give you a home, stay with us. And the more they said, the more I realized that I have a better potential. So I said, that's enough, I leave. And I gave the resignation after exactly 365 days of job and came back to Ahmedabad without any project practically in mind. But I thought that there are thousands of opportunities available.
So you also believe that opportunities are in abundance.
Absolutely, every time, anytime.
You have to be committed to explore them.
Exactly.
And also take risk of converting them into reality.
I firmly believe to go ahead in life, you don't have to be smarter than others. You have to be more disciplined than others.
Okay, so discipline is one leadership characteristic which you think has helped you.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. So when you say discipline, can you give me 1 or 2 examples of discipline? For example, getting up in the morning or...
I always tell some people who come to me that what is one of the main reasons of your success? I say you fix up one time of either getting up or sleeping. Like you say, I'll get up at this time, I go to sleep at that time. Because if you fix one time, second time you'll automatically set it. Have that done for at least 30 days and then come back to me for more advice. First, discipline in getting up, sleeping, in health, in time management. I was feeling guilty because I was 3 minutes late, but I never anticipated roads to be so bad and it raining. But I was feeling guilty.
So when you don't keep commitment, you feel guilty.
Absolutely right.
Although it was not in your control, yes. And that's the value you carry. I think that's the value you are saying to me, that has helped you to come to these levels.
Exactly.
Yeah, very good. What messages, specifically if you can talk, what messages did you get when we worked together? 1 or 2 qualities which you saw and developed?
One thing you said, which I was lacking at that time, was a listening quality.
Yes, very important.
Very important. Because I always thought I know my business. Any officer coming to me, before he explains the problem, even halfway,
you know what he's going to say.
And I say, okay, do it like that.
Okay.
And that I realized through you, and which doesn't require rocket science to understand.
No.
That if you listen to the other person, there are many benefits. First, he will be happy.
Yes.
I'll be happy.
Yes.
Second, I get a new idea.
True. Possibility of a new idea. Yes.
Third, we can add 2 ideas and come out with a third idea, which is better than his or mine. And that helps the company.
There's a value addition.
Value addition.
And the person is satisfied because he thinks that he has been heard.
Absolutely right.
And you add value to yourself. That's a very powerful.
And then there was one very famous proverb, maybe from China, I don't recollect, that the man who speaks never learns. The man who listens always learns. So that is one thing. And second thing also, just ancillary to this, the person who agrees with you never teaches you anything.
Yeah.
You only learn from the person who doesn't agree with you.
Excellent. Beautiful. Yes.
These are the 2 things
absolutely.
I am trying to put into my day-to-day life or business practice.
आशीष भाई, आप बहुत ऊंचे मुकाम पर पहुंच चुके हो. जो आपने स्टोरी सुनाई है, 15,000 के इन्वेस्टमेंट से आज 5,000 टर्नओवर तक आए हैं. आपका आने वाले भविष्य में क्या विजन है, क्या छोड़ के जाना चाहेंगे आप?
पहले तो यह है कि अभी हमारे पास कंट्रोल बहुत कम रहा है फैक्ट्री का, ऑफिस का. हमने छोड़ दिया है.
मतलब आपकी जनरेशन.
हाँ, मेरी और मेरे प्रमोटर्स पार्टनर्स जो है, उन्होंने ये पावर छोड़ दिया, नीचे ट्रांसफर कर. वी आर मोर लाइक शो पीसेस फॉर द कंपनी. साउंडिंग बोर्ड, शो पीसेस, like liaison करना है minister level पर.
Yeah, that is also needed.
That's right. I'm not saying no, but all day-to-day business, day-to-day projects, decision, banking, done by second level. And they very well remind us that there are people who have progressed more than us in the life, and we say now it's your turn to prove it. In a business, like in home, जब the bahu aati hai ghar mein, so it is a very good opportunity for mother-in-law to gradually leave the power.
Yes.
If they don't do
Delegate
it,
and give.
then there are clashes because they definitely have different opinion. In the same way in business also.
Generation gaps.
Generation gap,
Yeah.
way of doing business, way of approaching a customer, things change.
So
We have to
I
leave.
understand that you are gradually handing over and delegating things to the next generation, although you are still holding that grandfather's posture. What would you like to see for you and your company in the next 20 years? What would have happened which will make you happy?
My dream was that if our company reaches more than 5,000 crore, I'll be happy. But that has already been done. We should thank Mr. Narendra Bhai Modi for pushing every industry to make a 2% CSR contribution. So that has allowed us few crore of rupees every year as a part of a law to distribute among people who are needy.
Less privileged.
Less
yes.
privilege. So we are running colleges, schools. We are trying to help villages around our industries. At the same time, we are trying to promote a trust, a social trust, which is run by my daughter-in-law. I'm contributing there so that children, disabled children or differently able children of poor families are well taken care of. That is what my CSR activity is there.
Great. So money is enough. Now you are now inclined towards social supports. Yeah.
Social support. At the same time, sometimes I think that I have taken life or business, etc. too seriously. So I have some personal ambitions which I like to fulfill.
Like for example?
Like performing, learning more music, playing table tennis tournaments.
Can you just recite one or two lines of your songs? I have heard you, but
अभी न जाओ छोड़ कर
क्या बात
के दिल अभी भरा नहीं अभी न जाओ छोड़ कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं
वाह जब पर जाने का समय हो गया
जब when I meet people like you there's always a feeling like that.
Thank you Ashish Bhai Soparkar. Thank you for spending time with me, and it was lovely time together. I learned a lot of things from you.